What do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
Yeah, so we're on a plan right now to get to 200 graduating teams per year. And when we started that plan, which will be at the year after next or so, or next year, it means hiring more trainers. We have a 3-year apprenticeship program where we have to train our trainers to learn how to do what they're doing, because you can't go to school to learn how. So once we get to that 200, then we're just in the middle of trying to figure out what our next option is, and that's like another building, you know. So we're in the middle of that, designing and looking at what our next options are and how much money that'll take, which is a lot. But luckily our donors have been growing over the years.
How much money is spent on running the charity?
We're about our total revenue is 6.2 million. So and our expenses are around that 4, 5, 6 million we're spending every year, because all of our funding goes to the dog guide program. Like, that's the only thing we're doing. So we're raising, you know, about $5 million and spending $5 million every year. So
Can you tell us an example, tell us a story about like an individual group of people you helped?
Oh yeah, well there's tons, but the interesting one, diabetes is new, right? And that one's been really interesting to see the results, but because every person has their stories. But like our first class of diabetes, there was 2 twins in the class from they were from Cambridge, 7 years old, and they had no, you know, they'd have the parents just said their life had been such a struggle since they've been diagnosed, because they had really frequent drops in their blood sugar levels. So they were checking on them all night. So anyway, they came to class and we decided that we'd try first of all with one dog guide, because 2 dogs is a lot in the house, and they shared the dog because they were identical twins, really cute girls, right? But anyway, so this dog was going to sleep sort of in the hall between the 2 rooms, and it seemed like it would work because it was, you know, detecting well. But anyway, the second day they went home, the dog went and woke up the parents. Before they got into bed, they checked their blood sugar, which is what they do. And they'll set an alarm and do it every couple of hours. And at first they're going to keep doing it for sure, just because you don't want to take the dog to be totally responsible. So anyway, the dog went and woke him up within an hour, and the girl had a big drop in blood sugar level. And if he hadn't done that, so that quick, the dog saved her life, really.
Wow.
I mean, you don't like to say that but it's clear that it did. And that was the one that was in this thing. The dog was inducted into Pure Animal Hall of Fame for that, which was kind of nice for them.
Yeah.
Because they recognize, you know, and that's the little girls and the dog. But it's named medal. But it's been working really well since then, and they just think it's given her so much more freedom, because now they're not have to watch her all the time. Like, she go to her friend's house, she takes the dog, and they're not worried. Whereas before they wouldn't let them do anything.
What are some of the immediate outcomes of the charity's work for individuals, families, and the community?
Okay, so we're taking people that have like serious physical disabilities, blind, deaf, autism, kids, all different ages, and by placing with a trained dog, it does specific skills for them that helps them get out and be safe and more mobile and get out in the community, maybe work, you know, all those things. So it's just trying to get people more independent and able to lead more normal lives, even though they have fairly severe physical disabilities, are the people that we serve.
Yeah.
And it's anybody in Canada. So we have people in every province and territory.
Yeah. So how is the charity making a long-term impact on the social issue?